Big Teeny Gamer here, and you already know what time it is. It is time for 3.7 discussion time. So, well, I'm just gonna be cutting straight to the chase because this is probably gonna be one of the shortest discussion videos ever because I only have to discuss about one character, and that's pretty much it. That's the reason why it's gonna be really short, because we're just gonna be breezing through the events. You already know how it goes. I'm just gonna be discussing about everything that's gonna happen in 3.7. So I'm just gonna pull up the events tab because it's quieter here. And without any further ado, it is time to talk about 3.7. So 3.7's title, of course, I have to bring it up, is Duel: The Summoner's Summit. And you might be wondering, who is that pink-haired girl that has a Fontaine outfit? Her name is Charlotte. Yeah, she is a news reporter of Fontaine. So yes, there's gonna be a new character, and potentially, we could get 2 more updates for Sumeru, and then after that we can go to Fontaine. And then she might be a character to summon for in the Fontaine update, which is probably going to be version 4.0 or 4.0. She might be also in 4.1, but who knows? I don't know Genshin's upload schedule for new characters, so just so you know that Charlotte is just gonna be there. So yeah. Well, as you can see from the title, this is going to be a TCG based update. So with that, we can go on to the first event, which is Duel: The Summoner's Summit. So of course there's going to be a bunch of domain stuff, a bunch of rewards and stuff. This is the main event. We get a new free bow, and I'm gonna be discussing about that later on as the video goes. So yeah, I'm probably going to be pulling out the bow once we get to the Honey Impact segment. Oh, by the way, I have to put the disclaimer on the screen. The information that I get is from the special program and also from Honey Impact. If you don't know what those sources are, just search it up and then you should probably see it. So yeah, I have to mention this now or else I'm gonna get flacked for it. So yeah, well, yeah, as you can see, we could just get on with the events in this thing. So the events of Duel: The Summoner Summit, there's gonna be, of course, domains, there's gonna be TCG battles, but the TCG battles are really unique in that, yeah, it's gonna be really unique in that there's gonna be pre-made decks. Yeah, you don't get to use your own decks for some reason, but you get to use pre-made decks with pre-made characters. So yeah, you can basically complete this event without ever having to play the TCG game mode yourself. So yeah, if you haven't played the TCG game mode, it's pretty fun. Speaking of the TCG game mode, there is a bunch of events that are tied to this. So let's just go into that. So the first TCG update that we're gonna get is that we're gonna get the Archons in the TCG sets. So yeah, Venti, Zhongli, Raiden, and Nahida are all gonna be in the new 2.7 update for the TCG game mode. So yeah, if you really want these characters, you can fight them and get their cards. Yeah, pretty cool. There's gonna be more shenaniganery with decks in 3.7. This is gonna be a huge update for the TCG game mode. So if you already enjoy it, now's the time to play it more, because there's going to be more stuff to do. And speaking of more stuff to do, there is going to be 2 new game modes in the TCG game mode. So first is PvP Arena Championships, where you are challenged to beat 5 opponents in a row to win. But if you get 3 defeats in a row, or get 3 defeats in general, you will end the challenge. So yeah, this is going to be a challenge mode for all those PvP TCG invocation tryhards out there. So if you think that your skills are really good, if you think that your skills are the best of the best, then you could probably attempt this mode and then hopefully get 5 victories. But for anyone who is attempting this mode, good luck. Because TCG is a really, really weird game mode. And for those non-tryhards out there, for those ones who are less experienced about the game, we have the Forge Realms Temper, which is a PvE mode. You can adjust the rules based on what you want. So, yeah, you can earn a bunch of coins so that you can buy more cards or more foils for your cards. You can also attempt a higher difficulty as well. It's basically what you do in the domains, or what you do in the domain events, but for this TCG card game. So yeah, if you really want to challenge yourself, then here you go. So we have 2 modes for catering players. So we have the PvP mode and the PvE mode. So yeah, pretty cool. The next event I'm gonna be discussing about is Kirara. Yes, Kirara is in the game now. She got teased in the community post in Genshin's YouTube, as well as in Genshin's Twitter. So now we can finally have a good look at Kirara in this new update. So, without any further ado, it is time to move on to Honey Impact. So, let's just get there right now. We're gonna be transitioning in 3, 2, 1, transition. There we go. And now the screen's changed, so now we can discuss about Kirara in her full glory, as well as the Ibis Piecer, which is from the newest event from the TCG. So we're going to be discussing both of these right now. I will skip over Kiara's constellation because I am going to be discussing about that in the summoning thing. There are actually 2 characters that I want in that summoning pool, so maybe I might splurge, but if I get lucky, then I get lucky, so that's pretty cool as well. Well, anyways, it is time to just discuss about Kirara. The event wishes can come later. So Kirara she is a Sword Dendro character who is a 4-star. Her bonus stat is HP, pretty cool. So this tells me that she is going to be a support character. So let's see. She does 4 strikes on her normal. Her charge attack does 3 rapid claw strikes. Okay. So this is her E. So when you press her E, she leaps into the air and does a flying kick that deals AoE Dendro damage while creating a shield. This will also briefly apply Dendro to Kirara. The shield will absorb Dendro damage. The shield's damage absorption will be based on Kiara's max HP. So, her press is just a shield. Her hold, she transforms into a Urgent Nickel Parcel, which is basically just a cat that looks like a box. Yeah, it's a cat that literally is a delivery box. When she is in that mode, she basically gets movement speed, climbing speed, and her jump power is increased. So basically, you just get enhanced stats for this. She also deals Dendro damage for each opponent she runs over, which is pretty cool as well. When the duration of the skill is used again, Flip Cross Strike is more powerful than the attack in the press mode, will be unleashed, dealing AoE damage. So, after you use her hold E, you can use her press E to deal more Dendro damage, which is pretty cool. So you could do a combo there if you want. And then her hold E lasts for 10 seconds. When the state ends, she will enter cooldown. The longer Kirara is spent in this state, the longer the cooldown will be. So think of it as Sayu's E with the Sonic the Hedgehog ball thing. The more you are on her E, the more cooldown that you will get. So yeah. And as the same as Sayu, if you use sprint or climb or cancel climbing, you will end the state early. So yeah, so for Sayu, if you use her E early, then you can cancel the state early, and then the cooldown will be shorter. So yeah, pretty cool. That is her E. Mainly you want to use her press, but you can use her hold E to deal more dendril damage if you want. But I'm pretty sure you're probably just going to be using her press E, because it basically creates an instant shield for you. So yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. And her cooldown, as you can see here, is 12 seconds for her hold E. So that is not, that is kind of because you're going to be on that state for a long time. But the good thing about her is that her hold E is probably going to be really good on exploration. So this is a exploration character for you guys who like exploration characters like Venti, Sayu, Yelan, Ayaka, those people who make the traveling the world a bit easier and faster. So yeah, Kirara is there for you, people who love exploration. So yeah, there you go. And this is her Q, which just basically does AoE dendril damage. That's it. Yeah, that's it. She does AoE dendril damage. The package will be split up into Catgrass Cardamons that will explode either upon impact, dealing AoE dendril damage. So think of it as Klee's bombs. It's literally Klee's bombs. So she does a AoE dendril damage attack, and then the package explodes into little bombs, and then it basically does AoE dendril damage. Yeah, just think of it as Klee's bombs. That's basically it. And that is Kirara. It's time to move on to the free weapon that we get in this mode, Ibis Piercer, which is from the TCG event. So yeah, this is going to be the 5-star weapon, or 4-star weapon, my bad, that we get in this new game mode. It is a free-to-play weapon, so pretty cool for those people who love to use free-to-play weapons. So the substat is attack. The base stat is still pretty high. 500 attack for a bow is a pretty high base attack. And let's see its effect. The character's elemental mastery will be increased by 40 within 6 seconds after charge attacks hit opponents. Max 2 stacks. This effect can be triggered once every 0.5 seconds. So, every time you do a charge attack, you basically get 40 elemental mastery. So, I guess this is just a Ganyu bow or a Tainari bow. I think it's probably a Tainari bow, to be honest. So yeah, you could use this for Tainari or Ganyu, and I think this will be working fine because you get a 80 elemental mastery stack, which is pretty cool. Basically triggering some elemental reactions for you. But it's probably going to be used mostly on Tainari because of Bloom, Burning, Quicken, yeah, those teams that really need Tainari. So yeah, pretty cool bow. Pretty cool bow, but there are better bows out there, so yeah, pretty weird. So yeah, that is basically it for Ibis Piercer, and that is it for Honey Impact. So now we could just discuss about the actual events this time. So without any further ado, let's just get on with it. So the next thing that I'm going to be talking about is a new story quest for Yoimiya. So, in this story quest, basically, Yoimiya wants to venture out in the world, so you're going to take her to new places, basically. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that new story quest, because I certainly am, because Yoimiya is a pretty cool character. So, yeah, we're just going to see more Yoimiya. Pretty cool. And speaking of Yoimiya, we are going to be talking about the event wishes this time, and then you're going to hear my opinions on these. So, the first event wish is Yoimiya and Yeimiko with Kirara as the featured 4-star. So, as you both, or as everyone knows, if you do watch my summoning videos, I pulled the Thundering Bow which means that I'm probably gonna go for Yoimiya this time. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go to Yoimiya. If I do have leftover primos, I might go for Yeimiko. But there is Alhaitham in the event 2 wishes, and he is pretty top tier. So yeah, these are pretty good options right now at the moment. We have Yeimiko, which is one of the best sub DPSs in the game, one of the best Electro sub DPSs in the game. Also a great partner for Raiden Shogun. So yeah, we got Yeimiko, who is pretty good. Yoimiya, who is a pretty decent Pyro DPS, which I might be going for. I'm actually going to be going for Yoimiya though. So you're probably going to see a joint summoning video, which is going to be the first in the series. So, Yoimiya and Yeimiko. I'm probably going to go for both of them. Alhaitham I might skip, even though he is a pretty broken Dendro character. It's just because there are a bunch of banners coming up in the future that I might want to save for. So yeah, budgeting is an extremely worthwhile skill to have, because you want to save your primos for future banners. So yeah, I'm probably going to be skipping out on Alhaitham. If I do get both of these on really lucky pulls, then I might go for Alhaitham. So basically, the ideal get Yoimiya or Yeimiko in 30 pulls is probably going to be the way I'm going to get Alhaitham. Because I am at a 50-50 on the banner, because I pulled Baiju on a 50-50. So yeah, yeah, hopefully I can get these two in 30 so I can get Alhaitham. But yeah, that is the phase 1 event wish. So we got a pretty decent Pyro DPS for Yoimiya. If you do not have another Pyro DPS, then she is probably worth it. If you like Yoimiya's character, of course you can pull for her too. As I would say, pull for the characters you like. Never rely on the meta. But if you do rely on the meta, then here is my opinion. Pull for Yeimiko. She is a pretty good sub DPS. One of the partners are for Raiden Shogun as well. So yeah, if you have C2 Raiden Shogun, Yeimiko's pretty much a must-have. So yeah. And then for the event 2 wishes, or part 2, we have Kazuha and Alhaitham. So you already know my opinion on Kazuha. He's pretty much one of the best Anemo supports in the game. He basically helps out any team in the meta right now. He is used in the meta. He's used on Spiral Abyss. He's just extremely good. If you did not pull Kazuha, this is your chance. Just do it. And then for Alhaitham, I already discussed him earlier. He is a Dendro DPS and pretty much one of the strongest Dendro DPSs in the game. Yeah. So if you really want my opinion on all these banners, you can skip Yoimiya. If you do have a C2 Raiden Shogun, then pull for Yeimiko, but other than that, you could probably skip her too. Kazuha is a must pull if you did not have him. If you do not have Kazuha, then pull him now. He is a pretty easy character to build. All you need is a 4-piece Viridescent set with Elemental Mastery, or build him as a sub DPS, and give him the Iron Sting, and then he'll be good to go. Yeah, that's how easy he is to build. He's an easy character to build, and he is one of the strongest animal supports in the entire game, so do not sleep on him. And then Alhaitham is a pretty good Dendro DPS, but if you already have the Nilou Bloom team or any other Dendro team, you could probably skip him. But don't sleep on him either, because he's an extremely good Dendro DPS, and he does a lot of damage. So yeah, think of him as a Dendro Kuching. And you already know how Kuching is now because of the Dendro update with the Quicken teams. So imagine Alhaitham in a Quicken team. There you go. Nothing to be said. So yeah, if you really want my priority order, then it's Kazuha first, Alhaitham second, Yeimiko third, and Yoimiya fourth. So yeah, in other words, pull for Kazuha if you do not have him. And that is it for the event wishes. So now it is time to go over the remaining events and then finish this video up. So the next event is a hangout series for for Kaveh. So if you can't get enough about Kaveh, if you want to know about more of his story, and Kave's Hangout series is for you. So yeah, do Hangout event with Kave. Pretty cool. For those Kave enjoyers out there, I'm pretty sure that your needs are satisfied. And the next event is Divine Ingenuity Collector's Chapter. We already played this event before, but it's coming back. So remember the coin collecting event in Mondstadt? It's literally the same thing. Yeah, you just collect coins in the domains. You can also build your own domains to make other stuff too. You could share levels as well. So yeah, it's just gonna be a coin collecting domain event. Pretty cool. And get primos for it too. So don't sleep on it. As for the next event, we have Feast of the Departed Warriors. This is a domain event about bosses. So I'm pretty sure everyone already knows how this works. You can basically select the difficulty. You can increase the difficulty as well. You can also do a bunch of other stuff too to increase the difficulty or lower the difficulty. And then you get a high score for it. So yeah, pretty cool. Good luck to everyone who is going to be doing this event with max difficulty settings. This is going to be a really tough event to do. So yeah, pretty cool event. I might record for this as well because it just showcases how strong your characters are. Basically DPS checks the event. That's basically it. The next event, and which is going to be the final event that I'm going to be discussing here, is Phase Trials Hypothesis. So, basically, remember the last one with the Phase Potion? Yeah, this is it. Where you take pictures of enemies and then you deal a bunch of damage to them. This is basically the same event again. So, it's just a domain event. You just attack people, you use the Phase Potion to deal a bunch of damage. Yeah, pretty much the same old, basically. So yeah, that is basically it for this update. Yeah, there's nothing really much left to discuss. That is basically it. Well, I'm pretty much excited for 3.7 because there is a bunch of event characters that I want. Like Yoimiya, because I pulled her bow. Miko's pretty good too. I might put her in the team in the future because I might go for C2 Raiden Shogun. Alhaitham is pretty good too, and I already have Kazuha, so yeah. Basically 3 potential characters that I want in this game. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this 3.7 discussion video. Like the video if you liked the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I upload Genshin videos once a week, so if you do like that sort of content, be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell to not miss out on a single Genshin upload. Also, comment down below, what do you think of 3.7? Are you excited? Are you not? Are you gonna be summoning on the new banners? What do you think of the new events? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, again, thank you guys for watching this 3.7 discussion video, and I'll see you guys in the next Genshin video.